Hello, Katya. Nice to meet you in cyberspace. This will be some video feedback. I'll begin with the wireframes and then go backwards through 3.3 and 3.2. The rubrics, you probably noticed, are binary. There's two criteria, and I think in every case you've met that. So good job. Katya, these are very detailed wireframes, but what's good about them is that they identify certain problems to solve. And the first that I see is you're going to want to make your logo on a transparent background. So I would recommend SVG, single vector graphic, as your file format. And what that does is it makes a vector graphic of the logo, which can be scaled up infinitely, really, without losing any crispness of the edge. So it also supports transparency. So take a look at that file format. I think you can save as SVG in Photoshop. I like the way that you arrange the navigation at the top here. It's very practical. I imagine that when you code this, you probably want to get it to stick to the right, so that regardless of the width of the page, the navigation appears in the same place. Take a look at your pages as you develop them in a wide variety of platforms, including smartphones and tablets, if you can. In general, I like arrangements where the photography goes edge to edge, like the top here. I'm not crazy about black borders. It creates these sort of tense, thin shapes. So for that reason, I think this is effective because it butts up against the text area. But again, I'm not sure you need these thin hairlines around the text boxes. And a wireframe, yes, you do. Okay, so these are hybrid sketches, I would call them. These are finished static presentations based on wireframes, and that's okay. We're visual people, and I think doing them in that way is fine. Now let's see if I can move this up here. I like these mosaics of images, but it can be a little overwhelming. I think, this image, large, perhaps ghosted out in the background, even, or just as it is more compelling than a number of images, but you've got a nice collection to select from. Now, I do like about this sketch is that you considered a footer, and that, as you probably have read, is also an essential part of a web page. So I guess in short, this would be this first sketch would probably be my preference. I like the simplicity of it, and that you blend images. Good job. Katya, this is really nicely formatted. It shows a lot of effort. So I'm thinking that all your HTML is going to be contained in a documents folder, and the images which are placed on each of these pages will be placed in an image folder. That's the idea. Now, these are subdirectory pages. History, you've got some different links. And so are these directories or are these pages? It's intriguing. Well, I think you're sorting things out. Another reason why I like this is that you've used the corporate palette colors in the presentation itself. So I can see this, in a static presentation to the client. Let me go back and see your. You have two sitemaps here. Is one coded? Yes, great. Okay, and so here I see your coded sitemap, and I see another version of it, which is the unordered list, which will become your navigation scheme. All right, that's looking good. Katya, I wanted to say, you're almost apologetic about copying and pasting code. Code is, public domain, so well, in some instances, yes, it's proprietary, but you needn't worry about copying and pasting code. And you may not understand all of it at first, but I think it's a great way to continue to develop your understanding of HTML. So, no apology necessary. Go out and purloin all the code that you care to. Katya, I don't see a URL for your website. Maybe I'm missing something. And so have you had difficulties uploading to GeoCities? If you have, or if you're still having, please don't hesitate to contact me. Maybe I can help you out. Okay, I'm going to leave off here. Good job.